What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Uchi, and of course I am joined by my amazing team, popularly known as Uchi Sentai Gamuranger. I got HouseTop, we got QT-PYE, and we got Tempestt here for episode 8 of Lupinranger versus Patranger. This one was pretty good. I personally will say it wasn't as good as last week's. And I don't know if it had something to do with the fact that last week we watched 6 and 7 in one shot, so we got like a double dose. But that's neither here nor there. We're here for episode 8 right now. It was pretty good. And of always, we're going to go from top to bottom. HouseTop, of course, at the top. Start us off. Let us know what you thought about this week's episode.
I liked it. I felt they teased us a lot with things that were happening in it, like how Pato Pink was like so close to figuring everything out, and then the Lupin just slipped through their fingers once again. And then I really liked the whole using Goody to disguise Red as the other Rangers to trick them and stuff like that. So I thought it was good all around. Like, it was good interaction between the teams. I like that. And then the whole fight underground with Gauche. I don't know if that's how you say her name. The best doctor of the Ganglers.
Right.
That whole fight was actually really cool. We got to see some more Lupin collection pieces, like the binoculars and whatever her gun job was.
I called it Broly hands.
The Broly hands, yeah. I really like that. That fight was pretty good. It was kind of unexpected. I didn't really know that's what they were going for. I guess they kind of hinted at that. No, I don't even think they did. Those just kind of out of nowhere. But yeah, I thought that was pretty good. And then I was really hoping that we were going to get to see both Reds fight against her, but that ended up just being Lupin Red, which is, it's whatever. I love my boy, so it's all good. But then at the end with Kogure and asking that when they asked him about the binoculars, and he just gave that sly ass smile to them. Shit got me skeptical. Your boy's not what he seems.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with everything you said. I also thought, well, I'll get into my thoughts when it's my turn, but QT-PYE, lay it on us. How did episode 8 treat you this week?
Again, another episode I really, really enjoyed. I loved the like snazzy music that played when Lupin Kaiser came out. I like that they teased that their identities being found, even though we all knew that it wasn't going to happen this early. I like that they're starting to at least try and figure out and look for clues as to what the Lupin Rangers' identities are. And I thought it was pretty cool that she was pretty spot on, just from what she saw in episode 7. I'm definitely sketched out by Kogure, just like HouseTop. Ever since last episode, when he said that weird stuff about the vehicles, and then, the weird music playing and his, like, creepy smile, I feel like something's gonna hit the fan with him, and we're not gonna be ready for it. So I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen next.
I feel you on that. That is, yeah, it sucks because I have to wait my turn, and I'm like, I totally agree with all of you right now, but I have to wait.
We can break rank. I'll go last.
Nah, Tempestt, go ahead. It is all you. I was just about to ask you, what did the sexual of all chocolates do for you this week?
Nothing bad to say about the episode. A couple things I kind of just called that was going to happen in regards to it. So, and honestly, like, I don't know, Kogure obviously has his own agenda for it. I won't say for sure, but my theory is that he is Lupin the Third in disguise. I also have another theory, but I don't want to reveal that one yet until I've seen a few more episodes.
Fair enough.
And I mean, everybody pretty much just said, you know, that the fights were cool. The Pink Ranger is definitely the MVP. She is my absolute favorite right now. Because she's the one that actually thinks with a calm head for the most part. And then on top of that, her hunch was spot on, but thanks to Good Striker and Kogre, they were able to throw off people. And of course, nice interaction with Hilltop.
Hilltop's
and,
the MVP.
Jim was entertaining. So, you know, another good episode. So I enjoyed it, and just keep an eye out for some things, because I have a feeling things are gonna get really interesting in the next few episodes.
Yeah. I thought this week's episode was pretty good. It gave us enough to fill the pretty good meter, in my opinion. Obviously, being it's only 8 episodes in, and seasons like this roughly get up towards 47 to 50 episodes a series. I guess it really just depends on their budget, because I know shows like Gokaiger, they had like 51 episodes. That's very rare, but it was pretty popular back in the day. But I digress. I liked how this episode, it felt like it just picked up right where it left off from last week. And Tsukasa, the Patin Ranger Pink, she was like starting her instigation on, you know, like trying to prove that who the Lupin Rangers were. And I thought that was really cool that they just went right at it at the beginning of the episode. And it seemed like they had them, but I figured that, you know, they weren't going to get, you know, fooled so easily. And they weren't going to get tricked into just taking some kind of cheap bait trick and revealing themselves as the Lupin Rangers. As soon as I saw them, I was like, okay, they're definitely doing the imitation thing that they did earlier. I think it was like episode like 2 that Kairi performed that. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I know it was like
the first episode they used Goody Striker and was.
Yeah, it was like one of those first few episodes that it took place. Nothing that I can really think of that I would say made this episode bad. There wasn't really anything bad about it. The pacing was fairly well done. It went as long as it needed to for how long they needed to, you know, diffuse this whole situation with trying to figure out who the Lupin Rangers were or not. And once they got stumped, it like immediately like went right into the next portion, which was like, it felt like the episode in itself got a little bit darker, which I liked, because it was like a secret like entrance to the like human experimentation that Gauche hosted, and she had like a bunch of like people already abducted. So I was like, that's interesting, like that we got to see that. Other thing I liked, these are like kind of like small little tidbits before I talk about the obvious elephant in the room, aka Kogure. I wanted to point out that I liked that they revealed the ages of the Lupin Rangers this time around. Kairi, the Red Ranger from Lupin, obviously we're talking about the Lupin Ranger, he's 19. Toma being the oldest at 24, and Umika, age 18, being the Yellow Ranger. So pretty young team, I would say. I don't think that's something, because I've completed a couple, more than a couple of Sentai series before this one, and I don't think that's been something that they have actually done in the past, where they like kind of just like reveal the ages. So it's kind of cool. I think it's like one of those like small little things that you can appreciate, I guess. I don't really know. I guess that's just me. And then obviously Kogure. Okay, so Kogure is one of those dudes that at first it's kind of like, how did he just stumble upon these three significant points of each individual's life where they lost someone so dearly to them, and he just happened to be there with the answer, like, and then like the way his mannerisms have been, trying to, like, he's mad slimy. Oh my god, like it's just giving it away, like a little bit by little, like bit by bit. But that's okay. Like again, it goes along with how well they handle the pacing on this show. I think it's really well done. But for people that are really keeping an eye out and paying attention to small detail, it's obvious that there is something that he is hiding, and even the things that he's not sure about, which is something that was revealed at the end of this episode. He even goes on and he was like, I'm let me go do more research. And he has a little smirk on his face. I'm just like, yeah, it's more than obvious that he has something up his sleeve or two. And plus, they even said like he was like the master of disguises. So it's like, for all we know, he's in a disguise right now, hiding his true form. Looking forward at episode 9. Can't really say much. They're chasing after a diamond piece, so yeah, it's just, and then I saw a glimpse of a basketball scene, so a little bit of slam dunk or Kirk on a basket, whichever floats your boat. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just have to obviously wait until next week. Tune in, same bat time, same bat place. Guys, the floor is yours. If you guys want to add anything in, anything you're looking forward to, whatever. I know, actually, I will add this. I personally cannot wait until they add the extra rangers and how they do it. How they go about adding in silver and gold. I won't reveal who's on which side, but it has already been spoiled via scans for toy advertisements, and I will leave it at that there is a silver and a gold.
Yo, you think Hilltop's gonna be a ranger?
We were discussing that a little bit a while ago, like right around when the show started. I wouldn't put it past them to do that, because it's not the
happened before.
Exactly, yeah. It is not the first time that we've seen like a commander like figure take the mantle. The only time that hasn't happened, I mean, if we're talking general, like in Power Rangers and Sentai, is like Zordon. We just know Zordon used to be like a warrior back in his day, but
would Hilltop be the first black Sentai ranger?
I think so, yeah. And if you wanna have like little trivia, I guess he would fit that. 'Cause I don't, in all of the Sentai that I've seen, and like, glimpses of teams and what they look like, they're all Japanese people, This dude is the first guy to be, like an African Japanese dude in a show like this. And if he gets a suit, not his slacks and jacket, I'm talking about them freaking spandex johns, that'd be really cool. I would just love to see his unique transformation for sure, because normally extra rangers, they'll get a little bit extra spice on their I want to say henshin, but that's a Kamen Rider thing, even though it's literally the same thing. But yeah, his kesatsu change, like he might say something different or do a little different like arm motion or something like that. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to that. As far as the Lupinrangers, that's completely up in the air. I feel like it would have to be a whole new character, to be honest. So with that being said, all of our social media are going to be in the description below. Please follow us on Twitter. Let us know what you guys thought about this week's episode of Lupinranger. Let us know if you're enjoying our little mini cast, and let us know if you're enjoying Lupinranger versus Patranger, what you like, what you don't like, and we will catch you guys next week.